I'm Terry Hutchins, Justin Albers with AllHoosiers.com. Tonight, Indiana escapes with a 73-72 victory over LIU. You thought it was going to be a pretty close game, and you're right. Just what impressed you the most about LIU Brooklyn?
Well, it starts with our point guard, Jason Brickman, leading assist man in the nation last year, came back, had 14 in the opener. Just distributes the ball really well to his team, and they can all shoot. I mean, what we saw against Chicago State on Friday night, Chicago State couldn't shoot the ball. And so Indiana leaving them open didn't really hurt all that much. It did a little bit more in the exhibition game. So when you have a team like LIU Brooklyn that can shoot it and a guy that can pass it to open shooters, then you could have some problems. So, I mean, it was a good team, a tournament-tested team from last year. And while Indiana was also in the tournament last year, there's few guys remaining from that team. So you could argue LIU Brooklyn's a little more even tested than Indiana was coming in here.
What I thought was interesting, we talked so much about, this being a young team and how they're going to respond and how they're going to react. But, I mean, when you think about it, down the stretch, when LIU Brooklyn's hitting shot after shot, they hit a three from the corner to go up, I think, 70-67 with like 3 minutes to go. Indiana comes down, and I think Sheehy answers with a three. But, I mean, it was just, Indiana kept making plays, and I think that's maybe the most encouraging thing you take out of this one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great early season game. Sheehy 0 for 8 in the first half, comes back and responds like a senior should. Back-to-back threes, like you mentioned. Tied it at 70, put them ahead 73-70. And then you got big plays from the freshmen. Troy Williams had 5 points in a row, a huge three from him too. Big defensive rebound. Devin Davis with a defensive rebound late. So everybody contributed, and I thought, I mean, obviously it's great for us because it's a good game to watch early in the season, and you don't normally get those. But like you said, big plays from a lot of guys down the stretch.
So it was a good, like you said, a good test right from the start for Indiana. They play Benny Seltzer and Samford Friday night. They're going to play a good Stony Brook team on Sunday, and then we move on from there. But so, I mean, when you look at this right now, when you look at Indiana, do you like where they're at right now?
I mean, I don't think you can ever like where you're at because it's such a young team. And for the first time, we didn't talk about it yet, but fouls became an issue for this team tonight. And with the new rules, that could be something that we talk about a lot this year, and especially with this team's lack of depth at point guard. I mean, Yogi Ferrell had 4 fouls, was out of the game. Jeremy Hollowell had 4 fouls. He's their backup point guard. Crean doesn't really feel comfortable with Stanford Robinson handling the ball yet. Evan Gordon's not really a point guard. So, I mean, from that perspective, I think you kind of feel okay because they got out of here with a win despite that foul trouble. But going forward, they got to develop more guys that can handle the ball, and they have to be able to shoot three-pointers better than they did tonight.
From Assembly Hall, where Indiana wins 73-72, follow our coverage. We'll have several pieces of content up tonight at allhoosiers.com. And then we'll have another game day on Friday for the Samford game. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.